lot of people don't realize all the different species you can hunt in Florida. I've had fun there bow hunting, predator hunting, doing a little bit of everything. Well, this week my goal is to have some fun, so I'm gonna start out with my Recurve bow. So the first thing I need to do is get it put together. But with my gear put together, it was time to go out and see if I could do a little scouting and find something to shoot. Well, while scouting, I'm walking to the edge of this food plot, and there's a deer out there that just seems like it doesn't even care that I'm there. So I get along the edge of the tree line, I start slipping up, the deer looks at me, and I'm like, you can't do that with me. I am going to shoot you and eat you. And I start drawing my bow, and the deer's like, yeah, something doesn't look right, and it was gone. So no eating that deer. Good call, deer. That young doe would have been super tasty, and it almost happened because she was curious. They see hogs all the time, and that deer had no idea what was going on. So I've got different stands set up, and I'm pretty excited. And in this one spot, there's like 3 roads come together, but the deer and the hogs are using it quite a bit. And I'm like, this is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna set up right here. I've got my new Bear Recurve that I helped design. I've got brand new Easton Legacy shafts. I mean, brand new Easton shafts. I don't even think they were out yet. I've got Muzzy broadheads on the front. I'm like, I'm ready to go. All I need now is a Florida whitetail to walk by. I'm in the stand, I'm kind of hanging out, half asleep. I look up, I'm like, it never happens the way you plan. Very rarely. But this deer is playing by the rules. It's just cruising down, and it's gonna turn right in front of me. I draw back, and even in my mind, I'm like, ooh, I know I have this deer. I'm gonna make the perfect shot, low chest. I got this. I draw back, boop, and my arrow goes right underneath the chest. I mean, like this, I don't know if you can see how close I'm talking, but I mean like right below the heart. A couple inches higher, hero. As it turned out, big 0. So I was a little bummed out about that. You know, I'm kind of like, Fred, you know, you're losing it. You just don't have it anymore. How do you miss a shot like that? You know, you're replaying it in your head like you always do. And then like a big glowing reminder, like a big billboard of my miss, I can see my pink fletched arrow sitting right there, like just looking at me like, you are horrible shot. And I'm kind of beating myself up. And then another deer comes by, and I'm like, okay, I don't know that I would change anything because I shoot instinctive. I just look at where I want the arrow to go. I want to look there again. I got this. Deer comes by, I'm a little worried. I'm like, man, I don't know, maybe it's gone. Can't shoot a recurve anymore. I draw back, whoop, and I smoke it. How I missed the first shot, I'll never know. But this deer, absolutely perfect. First morning in Florida. Just shot a beautiful whitetail deer. I grew up on these little deer, and I'm in the big trees here, right on the corner of 2 different 2 tracks. Check out my thermocell. It's hard to hunt in Florida without a thermocell, but they make it super comfortable. The story of 2 arrows. Let's take a look. One arrow is perfectly clean, while the other arrow one looks pretty dang good. All right, let's see what I can find for blood up here. So I'm walking up to this deer, I'm thinking, you made a shot like that, but then you make a great shot and totally redeem yourself. Name the movie, you know, Dumb and Dumber. Moped, whatever. I like dumb movies. Pretty excited about that. Just shot a beautiful deer, and I'm gonna pace it off so we can see how far it was. I couldn't see it though because of the tree. I was in the I was in that pine tree, so let's pace it off from the deer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 50, 51, 3, 54. I was right up there. 55 yards is all that deer traveled. That's pretty dang cool. Well, this is a beautiful deer I shot this morning. I had 2 cameras going. I had a little one up in the tree with me, and I had a GoPro on, shooting my brand new Bear Recurve project. This is the original Fred Bear takedown, but I got to tweak it a bunch, make a bunch of changes, elevated the rest, changed the side plate, took a ton of weight out of this bow, little things like that, and it worked sweet. And when this deer came through, it was like, well, a lot of people will stop and grunt, make noise. I'm like, I'm just gonna take the shot. As the deer was walking through, I was on the corner of a couple different trails there, but this is just a beautiful Florida whitetail doe. And hunting with my Recurve. It's in October. It's October, and I've had a pretty amazing year. Shot a bear, I shot a elk, and I shot an antelope in Colorado, and came down to Florida here and set up where 3 different trails kind of come together, and saw a couple deer working through, and this one came through. She didn't make it 55 yards from here to the tree to where she dropped, and that's what you like. Perfect, quick, clean kill. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get her cleaned up quick, get her to the processor. On this lease I'm hunting, we actually, we're really working on an age structure, which is tough for me because I let the other guys shoot the bucks, because I'd shoot every buck. But we're trying to thin out a few of the does, so we're actually gonna take a jawbone and age this doe. But she's a beautiful, mature doe, and I couldn't be happier. Hey, I'm Fred Eichler, you're watching Everything Eichler. I'm down here in Florida, and I'm doing some work on some deer, and hoping to get out and do a little pig hunting as well.